NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So, tonight we're very happy. We're gonna do a reaction to Donald FAGEN.
Yes.
And we've only done 2 songs of this album, so pretty crazy.
Yeah, we've only done the first 2 tracks. Morph the Cat and H-Gang.
So yeah, this is a reaction for Ken. This is his Dan request. You want to explain the Dan membership?
Yes, being a Dan member on Patreon, you're the highest tier. You get 1 guaranteed reaction per month, and you also get access to all of the full albums and everything that's posted on Patreon. And this is what Ken chose for his monthly request. We are always grateful for some Donald. We're humongous. If this is your first time watching us, we are humongous Steely Dan fans. We've become Steely Dan fans because of the channel.
There's videos where we didn't know Steely Dan, which is crazy.
Yes, sad times.
When we think back, the first video we ever watched was the first song we ever listened to was Peg.
Correct.
And I totally mislabeled the style and got a lot of beautiful comments for it. But yeah, it was a great discovery. I think Steely Dan has really changed my life for the better.
Correct.
And Donald FAGEN, I mean, we saw him live 2 years ago, which was a wonderful experience. I mean, it's just amazing. So, Morph the Cat, what year?
2006.
2006,
yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
I'm excited about this.
When 2001 was the last Steely Dan album, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I never memorized dates or anything, so I have no idea. But you guys can tell us if you know, which I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Tell us any trivia that you want us to know about the album. But let's get started. This is going to be the great Pagoda of Funn.
All right.
Sounds like an exciting time.
If this is your first time on the channel, please like the video. If you enjoy it, of course, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and enjoy.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Fretless bass now.
Yeah.
The stars are bright tonight. The air is sweet. Though summer's over now, there's a strange new music in the streets. You and I know the world can't be like this. It's a love that makes it shine. Girl, whatever trouble waits outside these walls, safe inside this house of light, we make up our own storyline. Around the neighborhood, they stare and grin as if they live their lives just to help maintain the state we're in. But when we fight, then those hungry wolves close in. We're one thoughtless word away from poison skies and severed heads of pain and lies. So follow me. I'll hold
It's just, what can I say?
It's Donald.
It's Donald. Donald and the musicians he hires. Man, that trumpet solo was something else.
It was.
But it's the whole build up before. It's his voice. It's the charm he has. It's the compositions, those chords, those Steely Dan.
And so many little details, like little instruments and sounds that are just perfectly placed there to just give you this like full bodied experience. You know, it's
what a great
wonderful
album, man. We should really consider doing a full, you know, just it's just like this is like almost like it's so perfect. After that album that we the Two Against Nature, that I think that's not the last one, but that's the one that won the Grammy, and that's was very jazzy, and also the drums here are very 4/4. That's what they seem. It's very like glamour profession, very it's not a lot of like, you know, play, but it doesn't need to, because just the chord progressions and just the jazz, but it's like this is more jazz than ever. This is like the jazziest I've ever heard, because it was still a rock fusion when like the early Steely Dan, it was pretty much like rock and then became
but here he was
jazz
older
fusion.
you know?
Here he's like playing like the music he wants to make. This is which is jazz. This is not even like, it is rock, but this is jazzier than.
It's really good. I'm loving it.
And I love the piano. I love the solo. It's just so good. And his voice, something about his voice. I've always said about his voice. There's something in his voice that I love.
Me too.
So good.
Me too.
Well, let's continue.
Yes,
it's just
I'm
wonderful.
loving it.
Yeah,
so good. I was just like, I didn't want to forget to say anything.
Because after 5 minutes, sometimes you do forget at the end, like what. So let's go.
Just to keep the flame from going out. 'Cause if we fail, then these walls will fall away, and we'll find we're in the realm of psychomans and dying stars, when dirty bombs, please follow me.
Wow.
I like that.
Jesus. What a great solo. You know what this reminded me of? A little bit of Chicago. Like all the horn sections.
Yes.
And,
The backing vocals.
The backing vocals. The bass was incredible. That solo here, we have got Wayne Krantz.
Yes.
And reminded me of like a little bit Mike Stern. These other people that have worked with Steely Dan. What's his name? I had him even as a friend on the Alan Holdsworth group. Wait a minute. He plays the solo in Glamour Profession that I've been like literally like been obsessing about. At the end,
I really like that the guitar solo was at the end here.
Yeah.
You know?
And the way he improvised so smoothly with that palm muting, like he had it going the entire time, playing these really cool arpeggio sections and what a great
great song. And I'm so glad you talked about the bass because I was fixated on the bass for like the longest time, and I loved the vocal arrangements. At one part just gave me goosebumps, you know, how he harmonized with the backing vocals, and it was just like this I don't know, this tone that was just so harmonic and so like, I don't know, it was just perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah,
you know?
This is a great album. Like I really want to re-listen now to more of the Cat and H Gang.
Me too.
And but yeah, this is obviously like a project. So this is 2006.
2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Walter, is he on this?
Go back because that's
you know how sometimes.
Yeah, let's see.
Walter would.
Doesn't look like he is. Nope. A lot of musicians on there, but.
Yeah, who played the trumpet? The bass, we got Freddie Washington.
Yep.
Wow.
Vibraphone.
Let me see if I know anyone.
Baritone sax. Trombone.
Was it a sax?
So there was trombone, trumpet, sax. Trombone was Mark Patterson, trumpet Marvin Stamm.
Yeah, that was like that Chicago vibe.
Yeah.
You know? I love how they rearranged those.
That was wonderful. And then an alto sax as well. Wow, this song had it all. Thank you, Ken. You know us very well, obviously. Thank you for this amazing request. This was just another gem to add to our collection, and very excited to be able to add this to our playlist so that we can give it another listen with H Gang and Morph the Cat. Man. Yeah, like little by little we're checking, you know, these tunes off. And yes, we could listen to the full album on our own, but
we couldn't have done the reaction.
Yeah.
We could. That's the thing. We could have not done this reaction.
Exactly.
It would have been. It wouldn't have been the same. And
exactly.
I do like to do reactions now to stuff we have been listening to for a long time. I wouldn't mind doing Glamour Profession.
Yeah, me neither.
Again.
Me neither.
That would be amazing.
I know.
To do.
I know. After so long.
And to sing along and know all the chords and, you know part of the solo.
There's a different joy in that, you know, especially for us. Like we've said, we love listening to music and sharing music with you guys that we've already heard, because we feel we have, I don't know, like so much more to say. We can talk about our experiences and where we've heard it. And it's also very gratifying to just be able to, every time you listen to something, get something new out of it. And this song, I feel, is going to be like that. It has so many layers, so much going on that you need. Oh, and obviously the lyrics, we weren't even like paying attention to the lyrics at all.
No, but I'm sure they were super interesting because they're always
witty and like, you know.
Donald always has something good to say, always something fun or something that was happening or about drugs or sex.
Yes.
That's just the way he rolled. But I love it. You know, he's just such an interesting guy, and I would love. We finally got to see Steve Winwood. We were gonna see him and Steve Winwood, but we saw Snarky Puppy. They were amazing, but I think the arena was just too big for their sound.
Yeah.
But we saw Steve Winwood, and it was amazing with the Doobie Brothers. Holy moly!
Yes.
He just killed it. He had the best sound the Doobie Brothers were also amazing, but they didn't have the sound
Yeah.
that Steve had.
Yeah.
And we even had the legendary Mike McDonald on that. I mean, what a night!
Yeah, that was
What a crazy
amazing.
night.
And we knew of Michael McDonald because of his work on Steely Dan. Like we were fascinated with those backing vocals, and then you guys just said it's Michael McDonald, and then down we go to the Michael McDonald rabbit hole, Doobies and
I
everything.
love that he was there, and we were lucky because we had Michael McDonald and the original vocalist of the Doobies, and it was just like, wow, we're just with John Anderson, we're getting so lucky, because these bands, some of them haven't played in 20, 30 years together,
and now
we're seeing them.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this. Thank you for joining us. For if you've been following our Steely Dan journey this whole time, or if you just joined, you've got a lot to catch up on. We have a whole playlist. But thank you guys so much for everything you do for us, for your love and support, your positive comments, your engagement, trivia, your first time listening to this. We love what you have to say. Or if this was your first time, if you had never heard this track, let us know. Like Nick said, click that like button, subscribe. It really just helps us know that we're doing a good thing and that you guys are enjoying what we're doing. So thank you guys so much for everything, and we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.